In the fiercely competitive world of Hollywood, some stars have found their careers abruptly and irrevocably derailed. From scandalous behaviors to personal controversies, there are actors who have faced the ultimate consequence, a lifetime ban from Tinseltown's shining lights. Come with us to examine the incidents that led to their ostracism and the profound impact on their lives and careers. Let's get started. Rose McGowan. Hollywood's allure and its ruthless nature are well known, with the industry often characterized by dramatic shifts in fortune. Rose McGowan, once a prominent figure in the entertainment world, exemplifies this volatility. During the height of her career, McGowan was celebrated as one of Hollywood's most in-demand actresses, appearing in a series of notable films and television shows. Her talent and charisma made her a standout in a competitive field, earning her critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. McGowan's career began to rise in the late 1990s and early 2000s, with memorable roles in films such as Scream and Charmed. Her performances demonstrated her versatility, blending dramatic depth with a unique screen presence. However, the trajectory of her career took a significant turn due to a series of high-profile feuds and controversies that have had a lasting impact on her professional opportunities. One of the most significant factors contributing to McGowan's current career struggles is her outspoken nature. Over the years, she has been vocal about her experiences in the industry, particularly regarding issues of sexual harassment and abuse. McGowan's activism, while courageous and important, has not been without its repercussions. Her high-profile feud with Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein and her subsequent advocacy for victims of sexual abuse brought her into the spotlight for reasons beyond her acting career. The fallout from these controversies has led to McGowan becoming blacklisted by certain segments of the industry. Blacklisting, whether formal or informal, is a practice where individuals are excluded from professional opportunities due to their behavior or public stance. In McGowan's case, her outspoken criticism of powerful figures in Hollywood has reportedly made it challenging for her to secure work. The industry's complex dynamics often mean that personal and professional reputations are intertwined, and McGowan's candidness has unfortunately led to professional repercussions. Despite these challenges, it is important to recognize McGowan's significant contributions to film and television. Her work has earned her a place in Hollywood's history, and her role in challenging systemic issues within the industry has been both brave and influential. McGowan's ability to address uncomfortable truths and advocate for change highlights her dedication to broader societal issues, even when it has come at a personal cost. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's journey from Hollywood's golden boy to a cautionary tale of fame and downfall is a dramatic story of success overshadowed by personal turmoil. In the late 1980s and 1990s, Sheen was one of the most sought-after actors in Hollywood, his star power shining brightly through a series of high-profile films and popular television shows. His career was marked by a string of hits that showcased his versatility and charisma, including iconic roles in Platoon, 1986, Wall Street, 1987, and Major League, 1989. Sheen's success continued into the 2000s with the immensely popular sitcom 2.5 Men, where his portrayal of Charlie Harper solidified his place as a major television star. Sheen's professional life seemed almost invincible, as he commanded impressive salaries and enjoyed a level of celebrity that many could only dream of. His work on 2.5 Men was particularly noteworthy, making him one of the highest-paid actors on television and earning him considerable acclaim. However, behind the scenes, Sheen's personal life began to unravel, leading to a series of high-profile meltdowns and public troubles. In the early 2010s, Sheen's behavior became increasingly erratic. His public outbursts, controversial statements, and legal troubles painted a picture of an actor spiraling out of control. The situation came to a head in 2011 when Sheen was dismissed from 2.5 Men amid allegations of misconduct and personal issues. The show's creator, Chuck Lorre, and the network decided that Sheen's unpredictable behavior and the associated controversies had become too damaging to ignore. This decision marked a significant turning point in Sheen's career. The fallout from his dismissal was severe. Sheen's reputation in Hollywood took a considerable hit, and he found himself struggling to secure meaningful work. While he managed to land a few roles in various projects, including the TV show Anger Management, 2012-2014, and a few film appearances, these roles did little to restore his former status. The industry had labeled Sheen as a liability, and his past behavior made it difficult for many producers and directors to consider him for major roles. Sheen's personal issues, including battles with substance abuse and public scandals, contributed to the perception that he was unreliable and difficult to work with. This perception led to a significant reduction in the opportunities available to him, and he became increasingly marginalized in the entertainment industry. Hollywood's tendency to blacklist individuals who are seen as problematic or unpredictable meant that Sheen was effectively sidelined, with few willing to take a chance on him. Dalton Trumbo. In 1947, Dalton Trumbo stood at the pinnacle of Hollywood's screenwriting world. He had achieved significant acclaim, highlighted by his Academy Award win for his work on the classic film Roman Holiday. Trumbo's career was marked by a series of successful and influential screenplays, positioning him as one of the most talented and sought-after writers in the industry. However, Trumbo's illustrious career faced an abrupt and devastating interruption due to the political climate of the time. The post-World War II era was characterized by intense scrutiny and fear of communism, particularly in Hollywood, where the House Un-American Activities Committee, HUAC, was actively investigating alleged communist influence in the film industry. Trumbo, who held leftist political views, became one of the most high-profile figures targeted by this campaign. In 1947, Trumbo was called to testify before HUAC. His refusal to cooperate and his outspoken criticism of the committee's proceedings led to his being blacklisted. This blacklist was an unofficial but widely accepted practice where individuals suspected of communist sympathies were barred from working in Hollywood. The repercussions for Trumbo were severe. Despite his talent and previous success, he found himself ostracized by the very industry that had once celebrated him. As a result of the blacklist, Trumbo was unable to secure work under his own name. The industry's refusal to hire him forced him into a position where he had to work under pseudonyms to continue his craft. Despite these challenges, Trumbo's writing prowess remained undiminished. He penned several successful screenplays during this period, contributing to films that would go on to be celebrated, but his contributions were not recognized publicly. This situation was a stark injustice, as the work of one of Hollywood's most talented writers was being done in anonymity. Trumbo's situation was emblematic of the broader impact of the Hollywood blacklist, which severely damaged the careers of many talented individuals based on political beliefs rather than their professional abilities. The blacklist not only affected Trumbo's career, but also cast a long shadow over the industry, illustrating how political and ideological conflicts could profoundly disrupt lives and careers. It wasn't until decades later that Dalton Trumbo's true identity and contributions were fully acknowledged. The end of the blacklist era, combined with growing awareness and a re-evaluation of past injustices, led to a resurgence of interest in Trumbo's work. In 1960, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences finally recognized Trumbo's contributions by awarding him an Oscar for The Brave One, a film he had written under a pseudonym. This recognition was a belated but significant acknowledgement of Trumbo's talent and the unjust treatment he had endured. Monique, a multifaceted talent known for her success as a stand-up comedian, actress, and film producer, has faced significant challenges in her career, particularly in Hollywood. Her journey is marked by both remarkable achievements and a notable blacklisting that has affected her opportunities in the industry. Monique's rise to prominence began with her stand-up comedy career, where she garnered acclaim for her sharp wit and unique perspective. Her success on stage naturally transitioned into acting, and she gained widespread recognition for her role in the critically acclaimed film Precious. Her performance in the film earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, cementing her status as a formidable talent in Hollywood. However, Monique's relationship with Hollywood took a dramatic turn due to a highly publicized dispute with the studio behind Precious. The controversy began when Monique, driven by her commitment to fairness and financial equity, refused to promote the film until she was offered additional compensation. Her demands were not met, and the studio's refusal to negotiate sparked a significant public conflict. Monique's outspoken criticism of the studio and its handling of her situation intensified the fallout. She publicly criticized the studio, accusing them of failing to honor her contributions and unfairly exploiting her talent. This move, though rooted in her desire for fair treatment, led to a severe backlash from the Hollywood establishment. The result of this confrontation was a blacklisting that has had a profound impact on Monique's career. Blacklisting is a practice where individuals are ostracized from working within an industry, often due to conflicts with powerful entities or controversial behavior. For Monique, this meant a substantial reduction in available roles and opportunities, leading to difficulties in maintaining a consistent presence in Hollywood. Despite her undeniable talent and previous success, Monique's principled stand against the studio has resulted in a significant career setback. Hollywood, known for its competitive and often unforgiving nature, has struggled to move past the controversy surrounding her. The industry's reluctance to forgive and forget has made it challenging for Monique to secure new roles, casting a shadow over her otherwise impressive career. Kirk Cameron. Once celebrated as one of Hollywood's most charming and endearing actors, Cameron's trajectory has taken a sobering turn, leading to his virtual exclusion from the entertainment industry. Cameron first rose to fame in the 1980s with his iconic role as Mike Seaver on the popular sitcom Growing Pains. His portrayal of the lovable teenager endeared him to audiences, making him a household name and earning him a dedicated fan base. His career seemed poised for continued success, and for a time, Cameron appeared to have a bright future ahead in Hollywood. However, in the years that followed, Cameron's career began to face significant challenges. The turning point came when his personal beliefs and public actions started to overshadow his acting achievements. Cameron, who had undergone a notable religious transformation, began to express his conservative Christian views more openly. While his right to express his beliefs is protected, his outspoken nature on controversial issues, including his views on same-sex marriage and various social and moral topics, increasingly alienated him from many in the Hollywood community. The impact of these controversies was profound. Cameron's public statements and actions, which were seen by some as provocative or divisive, led to a growing perception of him as a polarizing figure. The entertainment industry, known for its often progressive and inclusive stance, became less receptive to him. As a result, opportunities for roles in mainstream projects dwindled, and Cameron found himself increasingly marginalized. His blacklisting in Hollywood was not just a matter of professional setbacks, but also a reflection of how personal beliefs and public behavior can intersect with career trajectories. Cameron's outspoken views, while genuine and deeply held, contributed to a shift in how he was perceived by industry insiders and the public. This shift was further exacerbated by his involvement in various controversies and public disputes, which further damaged his reputation. Despite the setbacks, it's important to recognize that Kirk Cameron is still a talented actor. His early career achievements and the charm he brought to his roles were genuine, and his contributions to television remain a significant part of his legacy. The tragedy of his current situation lies in the fact that his career has been so drastically altered by factors beyond his acting ability. Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid's trajectory in Hollywood is a classic example of how a promising career can falter due to a series of personal and professional missteps. Known for his dynamic performances in major films, Quaid's early career was marked by notable successes, including roles in iconic movies such as National Lampoon's Vacation and Independence Day. His talent and distinctive screen presence established him as a versatile actor capable of both comedic and dramatic roles. In National Lampoon's Vacation, 1983, Quaid portrayed Cousin Eddie, a character that became a memorable part of the film's legacy. His performance was well received and showcased his ability to bring unique comedic flair to his roles. Similarly, in Independence Day, 1996, Quaid's portrayal of Russell Cass, a disheveled but heroic pilot, added depth to the blockbuster film. These roles cemented Quaid's reputation as a leading man in Hollywood. However, despite this early success, Quaid's career has faced significant challenges in recent years. A series of personal issues and legal troubles have overshadowed his professional achievements and contributed to his fall from grace in the industry. One of the primary issues that has affected Quaid's career is his involvement in various legal controversies. Reports have surfaced about Quaid vandalizing property, including damaging hotel rooms and fleeing from unpaid hotel bills. These incidents have not only tarnished his public image, but have also strained his relationships within the Hollywood community. Quaid's behavior has also included a series of bizarre public statements and erratic actions. He has made headlines for his unconventional views and statements, which have further alienated him from the mainstream entertainment industry. Such behavior has contributed to his increasing isolation from Hollywood circles and his diminishing career opportunities. The impact of Quaid's behavior is evident in his strained relationship with his brother, Dennis Quaid, who has also worked in Hollywood. The brothers, once close, have experienced a significant rift, with Dennis reportedly refusing to collaborate with Randy. This estrangement highlights the personal and professional consequences of Randy Quaid's actions, further isolating him from potential career-reviving opportunities. The culmination of these issues has led to Randy Quaid becoming somewhat of a Hollywood pariah. The industry's competitive nature often means that actors with problematic reputations face difficulties in securing substantial roles. Quaid's situation exemplifies how personal issues and legal troubles can overshadow an actor's previous accomplishments and limit their opportunities. Corey Feldman. Once a prominent figure in Hollywood, Corey Feldman's career trajectory has taken him far from his early days as a beloved child actor. His journey reflects a complex relationship with fame, personal identity, and the shifting tides of Hollywood's casting preferences. In the 1980s, Corey Feldman was a household name. He starred in a string of hit films that showcased his considerable talent and charisma. His roles in movies such as The Goonies, 1985, and Stand By Me, 1986, cemented his status as a popular child actor. Feldman was often cast as the quirky sidekick or the wise-cracking best friend, roles that played to his strengths and endeared him to audiences. His portrayal of the lovable character was a staple of the era's coming-of-age genre, and he became a fixture in Hollywood's landscape. However, as the years passed, Feldman's career faced significant changes. The transition from child star to adult actor can be challenging, and Feldman's experience was no different. The roles that initially defined his career began to wane, and he found himself increasingly cast in roles that seemed to reinforce outdated stereotypes rather than allowing him to showcase his full range as an actor. The shift in Hollywood's casting practices and the perception of Feldman's acting capabilities contributed to a period of stagnation in his career. While he remained active in the industry, the roles offered to him often lacked the depth and complexity that he desired. Instead of being cast in substantive parts, he found himself relegated to predictable roles, such as the campus Lothario or the ditzy best friend. This typecasting and the inability to secure more nuanced roles led Feldman to feel that he was not being taken seriously as an actor. Frustrated with the industry's limitations and disheartened by the lack of opportunities to demonstrate his true potential, Feldman made a significant decision to step away from the Hollywood spotlight. His retreat from acting was not merely a withdrawal, but a conscious choice to prioritize his personal well-being and creative fulfillment over the pressures and disappointments of Hollywood. Elisha Cuthbert. Elisha Cuthbert's portrayal of Kim Bauer earned her widespread recognition and acclaim, establishing her as a talented actress with considerable potential. Cuthbert's career continued to flourish as she transitioned from television to film, appearing in a range of successful projects, including The Girl Next Door and House of Wax. Her charm and acting skills seemed to promise a prosperous future in the industry. However, in recent years, Elisha Cuthbert's career trajectory has faced significant turbulence. Reports began to surface that suggested she was having trouble maintaining positive working relationships within Hollywood. Cuthbert was reportedly labeled as difficult to work with by several industry insiders, a reputation that can be particularly damaging in an industry where professional relationships and networks are crucial. The nature of these allegations included claims of on-set conflicts and uncooperative behavior, which contributed to her growing blacklist status among influential Hollywood executives and decision-makers. The impact of these issues on Cuthbert's career has been profound. Once a sought-after actress, she now finds herself struggling to secure prominent roles. The blacklist imposed by powerful figures in Hollywood has made it increasingly difficult for her to find work, leading to a dramatic decline in her opportunities and visibility within the industry. Her once promising career appears to be in a state of free fall, with few indications that she will be able to reverse this trend in the near future. The situation facing Cuthbert underscores the harsh realities of Hollywood's competitive environment. The entertainment industry is known for its high stakes and unforgiving nature, where personal and professional conduct can have lasting consequences. Actors who find themselves blacklisted often face an uphill battle to regain their footing, as the industry's gatekeepers and decision-makers may be reluctant to offer second chances. Despite the challenges in Hollywood, it is worth noting that actors who face blacklisting sometimes find alternative paths to success. Cuthbert, like others who have faced similar issues, may need to explore opportunities outside of mainstream Hollywood to rebuild her career. This could involve focusing on independent films, theater, or international projects that are less influenced by the internal dynamics of the Hollywood establishment. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser was once a towering figure in Hollywood, celebrated for his charismatic performances in a string of successful blockbusters. With memorable roles in films like The Mummy series and George of the Jungle, Fraser established himself as a leading man with a rare blend of charm, physicality, and comedic timing. However, in recent years, his presence on the big screen has diminished significantly, leading to speculation and concern about his career trajectory. The reasons behind Fraser's retreat from the limelight are multifaceted and complex. One prominent theory is that Fraser has been blacklisted within Hollywood. Allegedly, industry insiders have labeled him as difficult to work with, which, if true, could severely impact an actor's career. The film industry is notoriously competitive, and a reputation for being challenging on set can make it difficult for actors to secure roles, especially in an environment where networking and relationships are crucial for career advancement. In addition to industry rumors, Fraser has been open about his personal struggles, which may have further contributed to his reduced visibility in Hollywood. He has spoken candidly about his battles with depression and substance abuse. These struggles have undoubtedly taken a toll on his professional life, potentially impacting his ability to work consistently and maintain the energy required for high-profile roles. Fraser's departure from the big screen seems all the more poignant when considering his previous success and widespread popularity. During the height of his career, Fraser was one of the most bankable actors in Hollywood, appearing in blockbuster hits and earning accolades for his performances. His ability to captivate audiences with his range, from action-packed adventures to heartfelt dramas, cemented his status as a leading man. Tippi Hedren's story is not just a tale of an actress's lost potential, but also a reflection of the darker side of Hollywood's power dynamics. Hedren, a former model who transitioned into acting, first gained significant attention with her performance in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, 1963. Her role as Melanie Daniels, a socialite whose life is turned upside down by a series of mysterious and violent bird attacks, showcased her talent and garnered widespread acclaim. The film was a commercial success and remains a classic of the suspense genre. Hedren's subsequent collaboration with Hitchcock in Marnie, 1964, where she played the complex role of a troubled young woman with a dark past, further cemented her reputation as a rising star in Hollywood. However, the professional relationship between Hedren and Hitchcock, which began with artistic promise, quickly soured. Hitchcock, known for his dictatorial style and psychological manipulation, became infatuated with Hedren. His obsession with her was reportedly troubling and invasive. According to various accounts, Hitchcock's advances and attempts to control her career created an environment where Hedren felt increasingly unsafe and trapped. She was reportedly subjected to harassment and emotional abuse, a pattern of behavior that was not uncommon for women in Hollywood during that era, but was particularly intense in Hedren's case. When Hedren rejected Hitchcock's advances, the consequences were swift and severe. Hitchcock, who wielded significant influence over the film industry, retaliated by effectively blacklisting Hedren. This form of industry retaliation was not unusual for actors who crossed powerful figures. Hitchcock's actions resulted in Hedren's exclusion from major film roles and her sudden removal from the Hollywood limelight. Despite her established talent and prior successes, Hedren found herself sidelined from the film industry. The blacklist extended beyond mere professional exclusion. As a result of Hitchcock's influence, Hedren struggled to secure significant roles in film. While she continued to act in television and stage productions, these venues could not replicate the visibility and prestige of major film roles. Her once promising career in Hollywood was effectively curtailed, leading to a significant personal and professional setback. Sondra Locke. Sondra Locke's trajectory in Hollywood is a compelling narrative of extraordinary promise and unforeseen downfall. In the late 1960s and 1970s, Locke emerged as a dynamic and highly anticipated young actress. Her breakout role came with The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, 1968, where her nuanced performance drew critical acclaim and established her as a rising star. Following this success, Locke continued to captivate audiences and critics alike with her roles in films such as Shoot the Moon, 1982, and The Gauntlet, 1977, demonstrating a remarkable range and depth in her acting. However, Locke's promising career faced a dramatic turning point due to her contentious relationship with Hollywood's studio system and a specific conflict with the influential director, Clint Eastwood. In the mid-1970s, Locke was cast in the role of a lifetime in The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, directed by Eastwood, with whom she had previously collaborated on The Gauntlet. Despite their prior professional relationship, Locke's refusal to work with Eastwood again set the stage for a career-altering clash. The reasons behind Locke's refusal to work with Eastwood were rooted in personal and professional disagreements, but they led to significant consequences. The studio system, known for its tight control over actors' careers and its often punitive measures against those who did not comply with its demands, responded harshly. Locke was blacklisted, a fate that rendered her unable to secure work even in smaller, less prominent roles. The blacklisting effectively ended Locke's ability to capitalize on her previous successes. With mainstream opportunities drying up, she turned to low-budget exploitation films in a desperate bid to revive her career. These films, often characterized by their sensational content and limited budgets, were seen as a significant departure from the high-caliber projects Locke had been associated with. The move to such films, rather than rejuvenating her career, further compounded her struggles and damaged her reputation in Hollywood. The exploitation films Locke made during this period were largely dismissed by critics and audiences alike, and they only served to solidify her status as a Hollywood pariah. The damage to her career was profound, and Locke's once bright star dimmed significantly. Her exclusion from mainstream projects and the industry's harsh treatment of her left her with few viable career options. Isaiah Washington. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Isaiah Washington was a rising star in Hollywood with a string of notable performances that showcased his acting prowess. His breakthrough role came with the critically acclaimed film Clockers, 1995, directed by Spike Lee, where Washington's powerful portrayal earned him widespread recognition. He continued to build on this momentum with a series of successful roles, establishing himself as one of Hollywood's most promising actors. However, Washington's career took a dramatic turn in 2007, a turning point that would forever alter his trajectory in the industry. During his time on the popular television series Grey's Anatomy, Washington became embroiled in a controversy that would have a lasting impact on his career. The incident occurred during the show's third season when Washington was accused of using a racial slur in a confrontation with co-star Patrick Dempsey. The slur, reportedly directed at another cast member, T.R. Knight, led to significant backlash and public outrage. Washington denied using the slur, but the allegations and subsequent media coverage were damaging. The fallout was swift and severe. The show's producers, along with the network, made the decision to write Washington's character out of the series. This move was a clear statement of disapproval, and it marked the beginning of a significant shift in Washington's career. The blacklisting that followed was a direct consequence of the controversy. Once a sought-after actor with major roles and high-profile projects, Washington found himself ostracized from the Hollywood mainstream. The blacklisting led to a drastic reduction in the scope and quality of the roles available to him. While he continued to work, the projects were largely limited to low-budget films and television shows, a stark contrast to the prominent positions he had previously occupied. Mel Gibson. As an actor and director, Mel Gibson became one of the most influential figures in the industry, celebrated for his performances in blockbuster hits like Mad Max and Lethal Weapon, and for his directorial work on critically acclaimed films such as Braveheart and The Passion of the Christ. Gibson's career was characterized by a strong work ethic and a knack for delivering powerful, memorable performances that resonated with audiences worldwide. However, Gibson's career took a dramatic downturn in the late 2000s and early 2010s due to a series of highly publicized controversies. The turning point came in 2006 when Gibson was arrested for DUI and made a series of anti-Semitic remarks to the arresting officer. The incident was widely condemned, and it marked the beginning of a series of public relations disasters that would severely impact his career. In the years that followed, Gibson's reputation continued to suffer as more troubling behavior came to light. He was involved in several additional controversies, including accusations of racist and misogynistic remarks. His personal life became a media spectacle, overshadowing his professional accomplishments. These incidents led to a significant backlash from the industry and the public, and Gibson found himself increasingly ostracized from Hollywood. Despite his attempts to rehabilitate his image, including issuing public apologies and seeking forgiveness, the damage had been done. Many industry insiders and colleagues remained unwilling to work with him, and Gibson struggled to secure major roles or directing opportunities. His efforts to return to the spotlight were met with skepticism and resistance, as the industry grappled with the implications of his behavior and the broader conversations about accountability and ethics. Roseanne Barr. Roseanne Barr's rise to fame began with the creation and success of her sitcom Roseanne, which premiered in 1988. The show quickly became a cultural phenomenon, celebrated for its realistic portrayal of working-class American life and its fearless approach to addressing social issues. Barr's performance as Roseanne Connor, the sharp-tongued matriarch, earned her widespread acclaim, including an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series and a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Television Series, musical or comedy. The original run of Roseanne was marked by critical and commercial success, establishing Barr as a major force in television. The show's revival in 2018 was met with great anticipation, reflecting the enduring popularity of Barr and her work. However, the revival season, which aired on ABC, was marred by controversy and ultimately became the catalyst for Barr's downfall. In May 2018, Barr made a racist comment on Twitter that sparked outrage across the political spectrum. The tweet, which compared former Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett to an ape, was widely condemned as racist and offensive. The backlash was swift and severe, with critics arguing that the comment perpetuated harmful racial stereotypes. The public outcry was so intense that it led ABC, the network that aired Roseanne, to make a decisive and dramatic move. ABC canceled Roseanne just hours after Barr's tweet, effectively ending the show's revival and significantly impacting the careers of the cast and crew who had been involved. The network's decision was indicative of a broader industry reaction to Barr's actions. Her comment was viewed not only as a breach of professional conduct, but also as a serious lapse in judgment that undermined the inclusive values held by many in Hollywood. In the wake of the cancellation, Roseanne Barr faced a significant professional fallout. The Hollywood community, known for its often progressive stance on social issues, distanced itself from her. Opportunities for work in the entertainment industry dwindled as producers, networks, and fellow actors hesitated to associate with someone whose public actions had sparked such controversy. The stigma attached to Barr's actions led to her being effectively blacklisted, a stark contrast to the success she had once enjoyed. What do you think of these ill-fated stars? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.